Every new life chapter begins with the courage to leave behind what no longer serves you. Do not be afraid of the unknown, because sometimes the road you have never walked is the one that leads you to the happiness, peace, and purpose you have always been searching for. A new life does not mean that your past disappears. It means you finally learn to carry its lessons without carrying its pain. Let yesterday teach you, let today strengthen you, and let tomorrow remind you that beautiful beginnings can happen at any moment. Sometimes life gives you a second chance disguised as an ending. When one door closes, do not spend forever looking at what you lost. Turn around, breathe deeply, and walk toward the new door waiting for you, because your greatest chapter may still be unwritten. Starting a new life can be frightening because it asks you to step away from everything familiar. But growth rarely happens inside your comfort zone. Trust yourself enough to begin again, even when you cannot see the entire path, because every great journey starts with one brave step. Your new life begins the moment you decide that your past will no longer control your future. You may have made mistakes, experienced heartbreak, or lost precious time, but none of those things have the power to decide who you become from this moment forward. There is something beautiful about beginning again. The sunrise does not apologize for yesterday's darkness, and neither should you. Wake up with hope in your heart, release what has already happened, and give yourself permission to create a life that feels peaceful, meaningful, and truly yours. A new beginning may not look perfect when it first arrives. It may come with uncertainty, challenges, and difficult decisions, but do not mistake unfamiliarity for failure. Sometimes the most beautiful life is waiting on the other side of the fear that keeps you from starting. Do not be afraid to rebuild your life from the ground up. There is strength in starting over, wisdom in knowing what you no longer want, and courage in choosing something better. Your new life does not have to impress anyone. It only needs to bring you closer to who you truly are. One day you will look back at the moment you decided to begin again and realize that it was not the end of your story but the beginning of your transformation. What once broke your heart may become the very experience that taught you how to live with greater strength and wisdom. Sometimes the greatest gift life can give you is the opportunity to start over. A fresh beginning allows you to choose differently, dream bigger, love more wisely, and appreciate the little things you once ignored. Embrace your new chapter with an open heart and believe that better days are possible. Do not worry if your new beginning feels lonely at first. Sometimes you must walk alone for a while to discover where you truly belong. The silence of a new chapter can be uncomfortable, but it can also give you the space to hear your own heart and understand what you really want. There comes a moment when you realize that holding on to the old life is hurting more than starting a new one. That moment may be painful, but it can also be powerful. Let go with gratitude for what you earned, and step forward with faith that something better can grow from your courage. You are never too late to begin again. Life does not have a deadline for happiness, healing, success, or personal growth. Whether you are starting over at 20, 40, 60, or beyond, you still have the right to dream, to change, and to build a future that makes your heart feel alive. When you begin a new chapter, do not compare your first page with someone else's finished story. Everyone has a different journey, different struggles, and different timing. Focus on your own progress, celebrate every small victory, and trust that your story is unfolding exactly one page at a time. The beauty of a new life is that you are not required to repeat the same mistakes. Your experiences have given you knowledge that cannot be bought. Use that wisdom to make better choices, protect your peace, follow your dreams, and build a future that reflects everything you have learned. Sometimes you have to lose the life you thought you wanted before you discover the life you truly need. What feels like disappointment today may become the foundation of your greatest transformation tomorrow. Trust the process, even when you cannot understand it, and keep believing in new possibilities. Every sunrise is a quiet reminder that life is giving you another chance. Yesterday may have been difficult, but today is still yours. Use this day to forgive yourself, take care of your heart, pursue your dreams, and make choices that move you toward the peaceful life you deserve. Your new life may begin with a single decision: to stop settling for less than you deserve. Once you make that decision, your priorities begin to change, your confidence begins to grow, and your future begins to look different. Never underestimate the power of choosing yourself again. Do not let an old chapter make you believe that the entire book is ruined. Your story is still being written, and you have the power to create new pages filled with courage, laughter, love, growth, and meaningful experiences. Turn the page and give yourself another chance. The first step toward a new life is believing that you deserve one. You deserve peace after chaos, happiness after sadness, hope after disappointment, and love after heartbreak. Never allow your difficult experiences to convince you that beautiful things are no longer possible for you. Your new beginning does not need everyone's approval. Some people may not understand your choices, and others may prefer the old version of you because it was easier for them. Keep moving forward anyway. Your life belongs to you, and you have the right to choose a path that brings meaning to your heart. There is incredible strength in saying, "I will begin again." Those words mean that you refuse to remain trapped by yesterday. They mean that you believe your future can be different, that your dreams still matter, and that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you are willing to rise once more. Never underestimate what can happen when you give yourself permission to start fresh. A new environment, a new mindset, new goals, and new habits can open doors you never knew existed. Sometimes all you need is the courage to stop looking backward and begin believing in what lies ahead. The past may always be part of your story, but it does not have to be the destination of your journey. Take the lessons, release the regrets, and keep walking. There is still time to become someone you are proud of and to build a life that feels authentic and meaningful. When you enter a new chapter, remember that progress does not always look like success. Some days will be difficult, some plans will fail, and some moments will make you question your decision. Keep going anyway, because a new life is built through persistence, patience, and faith in yourself. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is walk away from what is familiar and choose what is healthy for your future. It may be uncomfortable, but discomfort is temporary. The peace, confidence, and freedom you discover afterward may become the greatest rewards of your decision to begin again. Do not be ashamed of starting over. A person who begins again is not weak. They are brave enough to admit that they want something better. Every new beginning is proof that your spirit has not given up and that somewhere inside you, hope is still stronger than fear. A new life is not about becoming a completely different person. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. Keep your kindness, keep your dreams, keep your lessons, but leave behind the doubt, fear, and habits that prevented you from becoming everything you were capable of becoming. Every ending carries the possibility of a beginning. When something leaves your life, it may create space for something new to enter. Instead of fearing the empty space, trust that it can become a place where new dreams, new relationships, new opportunities, and new happiness can grow. Your life can change from the moment you decide that today will not be another repetition of yesterday. Choose hope, choose growth, choose courage, and choose to believe in yourself again. You have survived every difficult day that brought you here, and now you have the opportunity to create a new life filled with purpose, peace, and possibility. New life begins when you stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making the most of the moment you have. You do not need to have every answer today. Take one step, learn one lesson, heal one wound, and continue moving forward until the life you dreamed about becomes the life you are living. A new life is not created by wishing for change. It is created by choosing change. Change your thoughts, change your habits, change the people you allow into your life, and change the way you speak to yourself. Little by little, those choices can transform your entire future.